Hi guys, there just happens to be a rainbow over my head, and we're going to talk about whether or not dogs should meet on a leash. So, should dogs ever meet each other on a leash? New dogs that don't know each other. My answer is no, never. And I'm going to talk about why while you look at that magnificent rainbow. So, this is about dogs that don't know each other meeting for the first time. Dogs, when they meet each other, they do a little welcome dance. They take bows, they move away, they lunge forward and move away and chase each other. So the leash prevents that from happening. It prevents the normal body language from happening. So it creates the dog understanding that he can't flee. If he needs to flee, he can't because the leash is on. So when a dog is not sure what to do, it goes to a part of the brain which triggers fight or flight. If the dog feels fight or flight and he can't flee, he's going to fight. It's much like a dog that is up against a wall, and if he were fearful or aggressive and somebody went to hug him, well, if he couldn't get away because he's up against a wall, he can't flee, so he's going to fight. He's going to fear, bite, or lash out. The leash kind of works with the same dynamic. So you never want to do nose-to-nose meetings with a dog that you do not know. Ask the owner, is your dog friendly? If they really say yes, absolutely, then trust that owner. It's really up to you. I trust people. If they tell me, absolutely, my dog is so friendly, I do still like to trust people. And I've never had a bad experience doing so. You really need to protect your dog and make sure that the other dog is friendly, and then you need to let them go. You can leave the leashes dragging when dogs meet, and if push comes to shove and you really have to meet another dog on a leash, you want to make sure the leash is loose and hanging in a loop. You can walk side by side together with another dog to socialize. You can go head to tail, meaning you can follow another dog and then turn around and they can follow you, but no nose-to-nose meetings on a leash. Again, it triggers the dog, understands he can't show his normal body language, what he would normally do off a leash, and then they get very tense, they freeze, and then there's usually a lunge or somebody snaps. If you do ever find yourself nose to nose with another dog, count to 3, and everybody should run the opposite way. So it's like we meet, count to 3, and then each person can kind of go the other way with their dog. More than 3 seconds nose to nose becomes very uncomfortable for the dogs. So my answer is no, never. You should never meet other dogs on a leash. It's very rare. Sometimes you'll get a dog that meets other dogs really well on a leash, but why take that chance? Because the more dogs you meet on a leash, the more likely there is to be an altercation, and then it actually will create a fearful or aggressive dog because you're putting your dog into an uncomfortable